Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com, and today for day 5 of the 12 Days of Christmas Stories. Today I'm going to be doing an interactive panel in my December daily album, which I think is really cool. I hope you guys kind of enjoy it. I'm using one of these Teresa Collins Tinsel & Company file folders. I think I got these in a grab bag a while back, and I pulled out some photos I might want to put into it, but essentially they're like little interactive file folder flips that you can put on a scrapbook page or in a planner, but I decided to try to put it into my album, and I have done one of these before, which I did a couple years back when I started this album, and I'll try to have that link down below if I can find that video because I have the whole process of that one. This one will be a little bit similar but also a little bit different because it's a much smaller playing field, and since there's such a very small hinge on this album, I'm going to create a larger one by scoring it, all the pages again. And on the first one, I actually ripped through the paper, so I have to figure out how to fix that, because I just pushed through. I was expecting heavier weight cardstock, and it wasn't. And this is also a real-time video, just with a voiceover, because I didn't take too long to make this. So I hope you guys enjoy this sort of format. Let me know if you do like the slower process, or if you prefer a sped up one. But for simpler pages like this, I think it works well to do either way. So I'm going to take this and score all the pieces so that I have a larger hinge to hole punch through so it fits well in my album. I like interactive components like this because I think it really brings the album to life and gives the viewer something to sort of touch and feel as opposed to just page protectors. Which I know the page protectors are there to protect the items within the album, but I'm not putting a lot of photos into this. I mean, I'm putting some photos, but I think it's okay to kind of do something like this to give it a little bit more pizzazz and sort of feel. And I really like when other people's albums have these sort of different shaped elements, and these Teresa Collins file folders really helped me find out how to do that. So now I'm just going to try to, well, one, I have to figure out how to fix the front, because I indeed did rip that. I was much lighter on the other pages, and they did okay. But if you find that you are trying to score something, and it's the one you have of that, and you need to try to fix it, I would recommend putting washi tape over it, which you'll see me do. And this is right after I completed my last pocket page spread, which I'll have linked down below so you guys can watch yesterday's video. And there's a giveaway over in that video, so you might want to go check it out before you miss out. But I also have everyone else's videos linked down below. This is a sort of hop series where a bunch of ladies are joining us on different days, including Becky and Dolly, and I think Maura's joining us today as well, and a bunch of other ladies. You need to check them out so you can see all of their Christmas stories that they're sharing down below. So I'll have them linked down below that you can hop to and subscribe if you're not to them already. They have wonderful style and different styles than I do, which I think is always interesting to watch people with a slightly different style than I do, so I can sort of get a different feel and sort of expand my style and techniques. So now that my holes are punched in according to how my page protector was set up, you saw me trace the holes there because I wanted to make sure the holes were equal enough apart for this odd binder that I have. I put some washi tape down over that flap just so it sort of stays in place. And I'll do the same thing on the inside flap just to give it double sort of protection so it doesn't rip on the inside as well as the outside. Now you can also tell that there is room to put stuff on the inside flaps. I do not put stuff on that white side. I definitely could have. Just the way that the binder works, or the album that I have for my December daily, I just think it's going to strain it too much to be able to flip the paper open that much open. So I decided to leave those sides plain. Maybe I'll include some more journaling on there instead. Maybe that'll work out better than trying to put pictures there. But I do put pictures on some of the other pages. And what's really nice about the front of this is that it kind of has my title for me. It says, "All I Want for Christmas is You." So what I decided to do is put pictures of my boyfriend and I in it to sort of go with that theme. It was kind of built in. I had to do it right. It's something you just got to do. So I trimmed those washi tape pieces, and again, it feels like I'm in slow-mo sometimes when I do these real-time process videos. And I know some of you prefer the faster ones, but there's also a lot of requests to do slower ones. So I'm going to try to mix it up and do a little bit of both. And I know a lot of people are looking for December daily inspiration, and this is just some of that. So, working with my new hinge, they're just kind of giving it a little play to see if it works the way I think it will. Luckily it did, and it does work well on the album as well, which is really nice. So I have a couple photos picked out to see which ones would fit on these flaps. I knew it would be very difficult to find one to fit underneath this first flap because I didn't want it to stick out. So this photo is actually a surprise sort of to me. My boyfriend took my camera. I must have been somewhere else during Christmas morning, and he put a little slip of paper on my mirror and then took a picture of himself in the mirror So it reads Merry Christmas, and then he's smiling while he's taking his photo. So I'm going to measure this to fit under the front flap, which I think is just a really cute photo. And if you guys don't do mirror pictures very often, I would recommend it. I know they were kind of cheesy back in the day to do mirror pics, at least back when I was in school, but I think they're kind of funny and different, and they're just so unique. And it, like, I can see what's behind him in the room, and I remember my map being in my room over there, and it's not anymore since we've moved. But here I'm just going to trim out a little bit more so it fits nicely. I felt bad for cutting this picture down, but it also had a lot of dirty stuff in it, like my mirror was dirty, and there was some other stuff around the edge of the mirror. So now that it fits in there, I'm going to leave it be. I don't want to embellish too much underneath the flaps. It will cause them to kind of buckle if I do. So I want to make sure that I keep embellishing short, not necessarily dimensional. And if I do make it dimensional, it should be on one of the outside spans of the flap, so not underneath of previous flap, which I'll show you a little bit later because I have some examples of that in this process video. Let me know down below if you guys work on these sort of projects where there's interactive components. I know I had a request to do interactive components on 12 by 12 scrapbook pages. This is sort of a step in the right direction. It's not exactly a 12 by 12, but it is getting closer. Here I'm looking at some acetate pieces that I had out from the last layout, and some wood veneer, which I think are great for dimensional pieces. These ones are from Pink Fresh Studio, so I pull out the first snowflake there, which I think looks nice, and I add a little extra adhesive just because this will be moved around a lot in its new home inside the album. And another little tidbit, since you guys are here, I do have one of my 12 days of giveaways over on Instagram, so definitely head over there. I always have it linked down below, so you guys can check it out. I've been doing the 12 days of giveaways along with this 12 days of Christmas stories hop, so you can catch me doing giveaways all over the internet on my social media profiles, which are always linked down below. So check those out in case you're interested. But there will be more giveaways coming to YouTube, so stay tuned here as well if you're not already. So while I'm decorating the outside, I decided to zoom in so you guys could see it a little bit better. So I put a sticker on the front that said "Holly to my Jolly," which I thought was kind of cute for a couple's sort of love-themed item. These stickers that I was putting on the front from Recollections are really weird. I bought them before I kind of read all of them. Some are like quirky. They're trying to be funny. They're like sarcastic little phrase stickers, which I think are fun. But I also don't do very well with clear stickers. So I often only put them on flat colored surfaces, so like that red was flat colored up there, so that's why I put a sentiment up there. And here I'm thinking about doing another sticker, and I actually accidentally put this one down. It's definitely crooked, and I definitely hate that it's crooked, but I couldn't get it back up. So once I put it down, you'll see that I have issues getting it back up. And I think it said, I'm not sure which one I actually ended up picking, Keep Calm and Merry on, it looks like. So I'm going to put that one underneath the photo, because I'm still not sure what I want to embellish that white shiplap background with, so I just leave it be for now. And again, I put that on crooked because I'm not good at putting stickers on. So like I mentioned, you want to keep your layers that are underneath the previous flap to be pretty flat, so you won't see me doing paper layers under here, but I will do some embellishing on the outskirts like this snowflake here. And I know in my previous 12 Days of Christmas Stories video, I showed you guys to use a sticker maker to be able to adhere your die cuts, your acetates to your albums without any problem. This one wouldn't fit in my sticker maker, so what I do is put liquid adhesive behind all of the gold foiled elements, just so that the adhesive is not under the clear parts. So you'll see me just dotting around ever so gently so that it only covers the parts that are not visible to the eye on the other side. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on those, and some of this will stick off the edge, which again is perfect for those interactive and those touchy-feely pages like this one. So if you're doing something that you want a lot of texture on, I like leaving raw edges like this leaning off, especially since it's protected from the other side. I don't have to worry about it getting cut in half or something from the outside edge because there is something over there to kind of catch it. And the next side, which this one's pretty simple as well. I'm just going to put my photo down, no paper matting. Of course, you could do paper mats. I just really wasn't feeling it right now, I guess. Sometimes I do paper mats, so you could easily do one on these as well. I just thought that the silver and gold background was really pretty, and I wanted to kind of keep it that way. And I'm also keeping in mind our new score line, making sure that there's room in case you don't open the binder all the way. Depending on the way you look at this, I knew it would work differently, so I made sure that the pictures were out far enough from the new score line that you would still be able to see them all the way through, even if you didn't go past the binder rings completely to try to view it. So I did one little wood veneer star there, which was from Pink Fresh Studio, I believe. And here I am again with my acetate stars. And again, I put this through my Xyron sticker maker last time. And this time I just decided to go with some adhesive, like an adhesive ATG strip down the one side, because that'll tuck underneath my photo where the adhesive will be hidden. And then a little bit of liquid adhesive underneath the other elements with the larger stars so that it would stay in place. So if you're good at hiding your adhesive, you should be able to use your acetate just fine. But this little interactive component is almost complete. I do want to decorate this outside for this section a little bit more because it's kind of plain. It's silver gold and then with gold stars. I have like some word acetates and then some cardstock stickers, or cardstock pieces that I thought about using. And it just really needed a little bit more dimension. I like the wood veneer on the front. I do glue down this little red star because we're wearing Santa hats in this photo, and I thought the red also brought in the red from the front page of this interactive component. And then I find this acrylic star, which I thought would be super cool. They are different shades of red, though. If it was more of that burgundy red, I think it would work nicely. But that bright red next to the burgundy red just didn't work, in my opinion, especially at this time. So here I'm back at the wood veneer, taking another gander. I absolutely adore wood veneer. I know I went through a huge wood veneer phase. I think it was a couple years ago. I do find this adorable little present just waiting for me in a cardstock die cut pack to my left. And I just thought it was the perfect shade of red to match the little album here, and it goes perfectly with that little star. And it also peeks out from behind the acetate snowflake. And I like how there's like sort of a visual triangle along the bottom there with 3 gold elements. So this is the completed item. Don't forget to check out everyone listed down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this interactive component. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these. And let me know what else you'd like me to cover in the month of December. The 12 Days of Christmas Stories is lasting a little while, so let me know what you want to see in the latter half of December. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!